Hey everyone, today in this video, I'm going to walk you through the live video monitoring settings for the Roborock Saros Z70. If you're interested in the Z70 or you want to find out more about it, the link to it will be in the video description. First things first, we have to enter into our device settings within the Roborock app. So we're going to select our Z70. And from here, you'll notice at the very top center of the screen, there's a camera icon. We're going to select that. And this is going to take us into the live video monitoring. We're going to start in the bottom left-hand corner. Those are your manual controls to drive the vacuum yourself right from the live view using your phone. So we got forward, reverse, left, and right. Top left-hand corner, there's a phone icon. So basically, we can call into the vacuum and we can talk and listen in. We got two-way audio support. Right-hand side, you'll notice a map right here with a couple points selected. So that's our current map. And we have our settings at the bottom. The first one's pin and go. So we could drop a pin on the map and have it go to that particular spot all on its own, autonomously. Or we can do cruise, where we could add multiple points on the map, and it'll go to those spots and start cruising. Then below that, we have search for pets. You could press that to activate the vacuum to go around your house and try to find your dog, your cat. That's really helpful if you're away from home. You want to check in on your pets during the day but can't find them or can't see them within the field of view. It will drive and do that for you. And then down at the bottom, we have a remote control to pick up. We'll look at that in just a second. But I want to show you this cruising feature in action right here. We'll go to two spots in the house and we'll start cruising. It's detaching mop cloth mouse, so it gives us the status up at the top. And then we can also tap the screen again to get rid of that view if we want. And now it's going to start cruising to those two spots. And if you're wondering, there are audio cues from the vacuum letting you know what's going on. So it's at the studio, giving us a 360 here before it goes out. And I have a sock on the floor with the camera set up, so we'll be looking at that robotic arm here in a second in the kitchen. Currently on cruise. Making our way to the first room. The overlay is pretty sweet, but again, we can get that full FPV experience if we want. It should get to the spot here in a second. All right. So currently it says extending. I'm not sure what that means with our live view here. Almost makes me think it was like an extension for the arm. That's interesting. But anyways, it's got its way back here. Your experience will vary. That's a good reminder depending on your Wi-Fi signal strength and all of that. So we've hit that first spot. It's doing that 360 there. Now it's going to make its way to spot 2. Retracting. Interesting. Okay, we're cruising on to number 2. It's making its way there. That's cool to see the status update right there on the map. Okay, we're going to be at that spot here. Extending, interesting. Almost makes me think the robotic arm comes out. I can't see it, but that's what it's making me think. Not positive. Don't hold me to that. Does the full 360. Why I'm thinking that is because there is a camera on the end of the arm. So technically you could use that camera then and see like your ceiling, the view that you don't get from the floor camera. We got a notification it finished cruising. It's going to return to the dock. So we're going to actually intercept it from doing that. We're going to hit remote control pickup to stop it from doing that, because I wanted to show you these settings as well, especially while we're in the kitchen with our sock already here. So you'll notice, I guess we could just start in the bottom left-hand corner. Again, I'm using the controls that we talked about earlier. So I'm going to steer the vacuum to the sock. And basically, you want to put it in the blue zone right here. Creep up a little bit on it. Get rid of that notification. And then top left-hand corner, we got the phone icon again. But then we have to the right of that a camera icon. So there's the extending. That's what I think was happening, which is pretty cool. So it'll extend the arm here. And then we'll have access to that camera. Look at that. And then we can, look at how high we can see now. So how cool is that? That we can use that camera there if we want in the robotic arm, or we can toggle back to the vacuum's camera. And then on the right-hand side, we have an auto and manual option. So basically, auto is going to be identify an object that it recognizes: socks, slippers, papers, crumpled up tissue, things like that, paper towel on the floor, that sort of thing. Right now, that's pretty limited, but it should expand in the future. But we'll go ahead, we got the sock here, and then we'll hit start picking up. It'll automatically recognize the item and pick it up. So that's what it's going to try to do right now. There comes the arm. Let's go. All right. It just picked up the sock. How cool is that? Let's switch to the sock cam. There's the dirty sock camera. Heyo. Okay, and then let's have a little fun here. Let's just put it back down. Bleep bloop. Sweet. So that's auto. And then if you want, for objects it can't recognize, you can then control the arm and the joint yourself. So we'll just press a couple of these so you can maybe see some of this in action. And the icon does help you. I think the icons are backwards control-wise. But you can move the arm. I'm flying blind here, but hopefully some of this is changing for you. And then the joint. Well, there's coming down. So I know something's working there. Move it up. Show you some of that rotation. And then let's go ahead, let's pinch in. So you can activate the grabber. Also remove it. And then we'll just do some of that really quickly. But you get the idea. You have full movement across the axis for the arm and the joints. So very, very impressive what you can control right here. There it is here. Let's see what this does. Okay, let's try to orient ourselves a little bit here. Hey, there we go. Going down. Going up. Back down with the joint. turning it. So cool though. I mean, look at that. So auto or manual, up to you how you want to handle that. But that's going to be your look at the robotic arm control as well as the live video monitoring. Simple, straightforward, tons of customization and controls right at your fingertips. Now, interesting observation, right now there's no way to capture photos or videos, which is a bummer, but you could always screenshot things as they come up if that's something that you're interested in. Just a little bit of a workaround there.